This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Inside the Runner Studio. This is your host, Tom, and with me as always are Aaron, Michael, and Diana.
Hello.
And we're joined by our friend Matt. Hi, Matt.
Hello. It's good to be here.
How are you?
I'm fantastic on this fine spring day.
I know you got birds chirping in the background.
It's like we're Animal Kingdom.
It is.
I feel like I'm at Discovery Island.
Oh.
I'm setting the mood for springtime here in a few days.
So, Matt, you know the drill. We're going to ask you some running-related questions, some non-running related questions, and get to know you. But before we do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself? God, I can't talk today. I'm sorry. That was awful.
Yes. No. I'm Matt. I'm from Jefferson, Georgia, and I'm 23. I love running, love Disney, love listening to podcasts while running. I just enjoy it.
It's weird because we're basically the same age.
So, yeah, same age, yes. As Diana ages backwards.
She's Benjamin Button. The female
That's what I was going to say. That she's got this Benjamin Buttons thing going on.
We often wonder why people you might actually listen to old people like us. We're like, what is happening?
So I just saw my 16-year-old nephew for his birthday, and he got like a sub, and he said he swamped it, which means he ate the sub. And I'm like, that's not a thing. Swamped is not a term for eating something now.
Yeah, I can't confirm. I've never heard that.
Okay.
I've never heard that, and I'm on TikTok all the time. So.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I'm sure your algorithm is youth terminology.
We'll have to ask Connor.
It's right now. It's Japanese hip hop, actually.
Oh yes, he's obsessed. That's his new obsession.
Oh my God.
Super random.
I know. It's gone off the rails, Matt. We apologize.
This is what I'm here for.
Will Round 4.
But we get to apologize to you in person in a few days because we're going to see you down at Springtime Surprise.
Yeah.
Yes, very excited.
I hear temperatures are going to be cool and dry and...
All I know is that I'm excited to share a pizza cone with Matt. We will be cheersing at the end of our races with our pizza cones.
Yes, we will.
We'll also have beer, but it'll be the clinking of the pizza cones.
I will wait and get a picture. No matter, I will find you somewhere out there, and we will get a picture with a pizza cone.
Okay, I'm counting on this.
If you have two ears, you won't be looking very long because typically there's a lot of shouting going on. So let me clarify something. The pizza cone, is this from like a food truck at the finish?
Yes.
Yeah. This was from marathon weekend this past year.
It was after the marathon, and I needed a snack, and what better fuel than a pizza cone?
Well, you left. You said goodbye. I got to head out.
And then we saw him wandering with a pizza cone
by us again, and we're like, we thought you left. He's like, yeah, but I got a pizza cone. And I have never seen a person so happy in my entire life.
I love it.
Over a pizza cone. I mean, I've never heard of pizza cone, so maybe that's why I've never seen someone so excited over one. But no, it was more just the pure joy that he brought over.
It was post-marathon. Food tastes really good after that.
Oh, it was incredible. I was so happy.
Like
especially
bringing back
salty. Yeah.
The early 90s Michael Eisner handwich thing
The
where he's like,
handwich,
all
yes.
food should be in a cone.
Nice.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so we're going to jump into our questions, and Diana's got our first running-related question.
Yeah, absolutely. So how long have you been running, and what inspired you to get started?
So I started running in 2020. That was kind of like my COVID thing that I started doing. And the main reason I wanted to was I listened to the Be Our Guest podcast, and I kept hearing him talk about run Disney, run Disney, run Disney. And I was like, I got to check that out. So, pulled up YouTube, watched videos. I was like, that looks pretty awesome. And so my whole goal was to run at Disney, but it was during COVID that I started. So I had to wait like 2 years for them to start the races back up. And then once they did, I signed up for Princess Marathon weekend, and it was amazing. I was hooked. I did races before that, just locally, but that was like the main race. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
I feel like Run Disney has always been kind of a gateway drug.
Yes.
Yeah, for racing. Yeah.
All right. Do you have a place that you'd most like to run in the world, or a bucket list race?
I'm going to say kind of both of that. Bucket list place. I want to run like New Zealand, like on the mountains, like Lord of the Rings style. That would be awesome.
Half marathon at Hobbiton.
They do have a Hobbiton.
I saw a reel of that, and I was like, that looks awesome. And there's like orcs chasing you.
Yeah. That looks amazing.
And then Big Sur. I think Big Sur would be a very fun race.
It's a great race. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Definitely do that one. That one's
They
awesome.
completely changed the course this year, too.
I
feel bad for anybody who,
Did you see like the collapse, how the road just fell into the sea? Crazy.
They changed it to an out and back starting in Carmel. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
I mean, it's still a nice section. So
I'm sure.
So
yeah,
you still get the coast.
It's your favorite.
So do you prefer group or solo runs?
Usually, if I'm trying to like set a goal or do a speed workout, solo. Every other time, group run. It's so much more fun.
Yeah, it is. Well, and it's also hard to go back. Like once you start running as a group, it's really weird to go back to running by yourself.
Mm-hmm,
At least
agree
for
with that.
me. Like I used to run everything by myself, and then when I started running with people, now when I'm out there by myself, I'm just miserable. And like a training run I can do by myself, but a lot of times with a race, I feel like I need people around.
I know. I feel like a race is just something it's when you hang out and have fun, goof off with people.
Mm-hmm.
You've made a lot of friends that way through Run Disney, right? You just randomly find people on course though, and
I do. I have, and it's been amazing. I was like during the half marathon of the first Dopey I did, which was 2023. I just randomly met these two girls, and we ran the half together, and then we ran the full together the next day. And we ran last year's Dopey together. It's been fun.
You're just like Michael.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
I have run into Michael on course.
Yes, this year, as a matter of fact.
I feel like you're a faster runner, though.
I can be, but most of the time I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is not my question, but how does being a fast runner translate into Disney? Because you get all kinds of walks of life, and I would assume that your corral is pretty upfront, but like, do you what's my question?
What is your
question?
question?
Slow down.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Because like
do you slow down to have the fun? I think is what Tom.
We've seen, and Aaron, you or Diana were next to me. We're like, you get like the middle to the back of the Packers going, and then some fast people who start in like a ladder corral will come like hauling butt through and just yelling at people to get out of the way.
That springtime surprise 2 years ago when you and I ran, we had that a-hole who like the entire time was just yelling at everyone as he was going by people, and I yelled back at him.
Yeah.
And Tom appreciated that.
They don't like it when you yell back. They assume no one's going to yell back.
Like, I can't catch you, but we'll yell at you.
I feel like Matt's more out there for the fun, so he's not yelling at people.
I am. I'm just usually, because typically I'm in A or B, at least the last few times I have been. And so I will start off, we might not stop for the first character, but after that, when there's like just a few people in line, we'll always stop, just kind of take it easy. Like during the marathon, we ride Everest, which is amazing.
Yeah.
My goal is to ride more than one ride this next time. We'll see if it happens.
Yeah.
And then we got last year when we made it to Epcot during the marathon, we got Mickey bars. Just had a good time. Had fun. We slowed down. We take walk breaks. We're there for the party.
Yep.
I love it.
Cool.
Me too.
Yes, you are. All right. So, do you prefer winter or summer running?
Since I'm in Georgia, it doesn't get terribly cold, so I'd say winter running.
Yeah,
It's
I
bearable.
could probably handle winter running. Yeah, I could handle winter running in Georgia.
Like I've never had to run in the snow or anything, so
There you go. That's fair.
hmm And then my next question is, do you have a running mantra?
you can maybe kind of see it. So this started when I started Run Disney. It is Sivako, which means rise to the challenge. It's from the ride Flight of Passage in Avatar. And so I've always liked that. That's one of my favorite rides. So I kind of made a bracelet out of it, and Sivako, rise to the challenge, or run to the challenge, I like to say.
I like
I
that.
love that.
So, have you always been a Disney fan? I know this is sort of like this actually.
Aaron, we don't
we're
go on
gonna-
tangents. Come on.
Well, my next question actually is in line with this anyway.
Okay.
We're going to move into the random questions, and my first random question is: who is your favorite Disney character, live action or animated? But that's sort of just, have you talked about, listening to be our guests, and you talked about that you wanted to do Run Disney because of it. Does that mean that you've always been a Disney fan all your life? Have you been going to the Disney parks all your life?
Yes, I think my first trip was when I was almost 3 years old, and then we went like every year. Since then, we took a little
Okay.
break in like the teenager years, and then 2018 we went back, and that's when I started listening to Disney podcasts, got really obsessed, followed all the Disney social media stuff, and then I found Run Disney.
Okay.
So that's when I got into it big time. But yeah, my whole family's always liked it.
Love it. All right. So then who is your favorite Disney character, live action or animated?
I was hoping I'd get this one. Jack Sparrow. I love Jack Sparrow.
Awesome.
Oh, that's a good one.
So do you have lots of pictures with the Jack Sparrow? The Run
Yes,
Disney
jogging Jack
Sparrow?
Sparrow
Yeah.
is a highlight.
Yeah.
And during the half of the half, I'd never seen him like on course running, like when I'm running. But during the half of the half, we stopped for every single character. So he caught up from whatever corral he starts in. And so he was waiting in line with us for a character, and I got to see him. So that was a bucket list thing I checked off. But I've always, during the reunion area, got to get a selfie with Jogging Jack.
Yeah.
That's
Love
very
it.
cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's got to be so hot.
Oh, it's
Oh
gotta
my
be,
god!
it's gotta be
I
terrible.
can't even imagine.
What's that,
Yeah,
leather?
God, I can't even imagine
Leather?
wearing that. Yeah.
Uh,
So if you could have any talent you currently do not have, what would it be and why?
This is funny. I think of dancing, to be able to like dance, because I can't dance really
That's
at
fair.
all. I think it'd be fun to like go to a wedding or something and show off. That's
Just
that's
get
really
out
that's
there.
really the sole
Yeah.
purpose.
In the zombie apocalypse, who are the 3 people that you would want on your team?
Oh,
I'm just gonna Chuck Norris. Maybe The Rock. He's a big man.
mm.
And let's see, my dad, because he's a big hunter. I'm a hunter, but he's a better hunter, so we could survive a while.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. You got to have somebody who can take them down.
Yeah,
And you also need people you're faster than.
exactly.
That's true.
I could take The Rock in a foot
It's
race.
a good
But
list.
also you need someone that's probably needs to
yeah.
hunt so that you could eat.
Yeah, so you need to eat too. That's true. Yeah, that's fair, because we assume the world it's been The Walking Dead.
do you prefer the solitude of the wilderness or the bustle of the city?
Solitude of the wilderness. I mean, you hear the birds chirping. It's what I prefer.
That doesn't seem surprising now. In a movie about you, what actor or actress would play you?
Tom Holland. We're about the same. I don't know if we're the same height, but I feel like
That's
we
a good
kind of
one. Yeah.
he
I
could play
see
me.
that.
Actually, I could see that. Yeah,
I could see that. You have very similar looks.
Hopefully, it just wouldn't be
Yeah.
a mediocre Tom Holland movie since he get cast and everything. But
Yeah, he can't seem to get away from Spider-Man. Like everything he's done since then has just been okay.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's great Spider-Man,
He-
but other than that, he's kind of
Yeah.
stuck.
yeah.
Yeah, we've seen some dramas with him in them, and he's good, but not like great. I always want him to just be a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted Uncharted to be better.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was
What's the
fine.
show that we watched? There was a show we watched that had him with Amanda. You hated Amanda Seyfried in it.
Trying to remember. Oh,
The one where he's like
I don't remember
mentally
what it was
ill.
called. It was on HBO,
Yeah.
maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know. Where you had to. I don't know. It was about essentially dissociative personality disorder, maybe.
Yeah, like the first person that was ever
Diagnosed with
it or got off. He murdered someone basically.
Yeah.
And then he got off on it because of
he said he didn't
he was
remember.
diagnosed. Yeah, he was diagnosed with like multi-personality disorder. He was like the first person to ever get away with it.
No.
I forget who. Like it was a real story. Like it was based on a real.
Yeah. I guess he has enough money; he can just do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
so.
I guess. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, he was in that really bad movie that Tom and I got in like a huge fight about because I didn't want to watch it, and then he made me watch it, and it was one of the worst things. Yes, the devil on the inside or whatever.
Oh my god, this took us down a weird journey.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It was so bad. It was so weird. It was.
We'll
so
just hope
weird.
that he plays you better than he played in those movies.
Yes, hopefully.
I don't think he was bad at it.
We'll get him a pizza cone, and
he can smile, have a pizza cone, a beer, and a smile. He's good.
Exactly.
That's
there you go. That's all.
It.
That's all we need.
To be fair, that like when Tom was like, well, it's got Tom Holland and Sebastian Stan and Robert Pattinson and like all the good ones in it. It's just the worst version of all of them. It was like, how can you make them the worst versions of themselves?
I didn't understand what was happening in that movie most of the time.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's fine. Moving on.
Oh, God.
Speaking of incredible cinema, Michael, let's move us in.
Yes, so we're going to the James Lipton Memorial questions. And as always, we start off with, what is your favorite word?
I had to think about this. This was hard, but dumbfounded is fun to say.
No. That is a fun one.
Okay.
I like it. I don't think we've ever gotten that.
Nope. And what is your least favorite word?
Okay, this is in the context of like when a teenage girl says it, but like ick, I cannot stand. That's my new ick. Drives me crazy.
Fair. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's gotten to the tipping point of overuse.
It's terrible.
One of those things. Yeah.
You were not a teenager that long ago, buddy.
I know. I feel old, though.
Who are you talking to?
I feel old.
Who are you talking to?
I feel old. Wow.
Slang cycles in like 30 days at this point.
Yeah, I know.
It does not last more than a couple weeks tops.
No.
Like things come and go like so incredibly fast now. It's like,
look, not to give you the ick, Matt, but what turns you on?
I would say like playful banter when like you can mess with somebody and they mess with you and they don't get offended about it.
I like it.
Good one.
And what turns you off?
Somebody that's a stick in the mud that doesn't want to do anything. That's boring.
Yes.
So terrible.
All right. And then what sound or noise do you love?
Well, this is in the context of like early morning, springtime, a whippoorwill. It's beautiful.
Oh,
It's
that's
a beautiful
Very
sound.
specific. Yes. Very specific. I
right.
now have to go listen to what that sounds like.
Let's just pretend I don't know what you're talking about at all. What is a whippoorwill?
A whippoorwill it's a bird, and generally like when we go like hunting or fishing early in the morning in the springtime, they make their call before the sun comes up. I could whistle into the mic, but I feel like that would kill people's ears.
It almost sounds like the bird's name, right?
Yes, yes.
Like that name.
Yeah,
Yes.
like it's, what is that, onomatopoeia? Or
I'm sure you've heard it.
Essentially.
Look it up. It's a good sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can, like when you hear
It's like
the
whippoorwill,
word whippoorwill, you
whippoorwill.
can almost, it's like, you can almost hear.
All right, I'm
Tom's
in.
still looking.
No, I'm in. Is
Indy's just
Is it part of the lyrics of The Sound of Music? How do you solve a problem like Maria? Someone Google that because I'm pretty sure that's part of the lyrics.
maybe. I don't think I've ever seen.
We
Sound
are
of
off
Music.
the rails.
All right.
It's
What
been a
sound
long,
noise
long
do
time
you
since I've
hate?
seen it.
We'll jump right in. What sound or noise do you hate?
Snoring. I can't stand it when people are snoring. I don't know if I do it. I don't
That's
think
a
I do.
really good
but
one.
if I'm in the hotel room with somebody that does, they're getting hit with a pillow.
You don't want to sleep next to Michael sometimes then.
That's fair.
No, it's usually an elbow in the back.
All right. What is your favorite curse word?
So I don't really curse. I try not to. So like my go-to
I don't
is
know why I was kind of expecting you to say that.
it's because of my sweet face. No, I try to like dang it, darn it, anything,
I
heck,
love it. It's so cute.
something
Love it.
like that.
Yep.
It's so cute.
You should pick up our friend Mal's holy buckets.
Yeah, holy buckets.
Holy bucket. That's a good. I'll have to
Like
keep that one.
Mhm.
I do like holy buckets.
Son
Yeah,
of a
yeah,
Nutcracker
that's
from
good.
Elf. That's a go-to.
So cute.
I've never seen that either.
Oh my gosh.
That's
God,
a sin.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with him. I don't know how I married this man.
That's
I'm not
terrible.
really sure. Yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah. I don't know. It's your turn.
Oh, is it my? Oh, you only do one there. Sorry, I
Yeah.
forgot. Usually it's two. What profession would you like to attempt?
A stunt double. I think that would be cool.
Ooh,
I wouldn't want to be like the
That's good.
star in the role in the spotlight, but a stunt double.
Do
would be
the stunt
pretty
work.
cool.
That seems fun.
Oh,
wh-
nice.
What profession would you not like to attempt?
I had to think about this. I think like a nighttime security guard. In movies, they're always
That's
the first to
pretty
die.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So-
yeah,
I mean-
yeah, yeah,
And you have to be on the night
Yeah.
shift. Sounds terrible.
yeah.
Yep.
It's all terrible. Yeah, it's terrible.
I just have to
Yeah.
go investigate that noise.
Yeah,
Why would
no.
you leave it alone.
Yeah,
I'm,
I
I'll
wouldn't
pass.
check on anything.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
investigating
yeah.
anything. Are they
Yeah,
crazy?
no.
I don't get paid enough for that, you know?
Uh,
All right. Well, Matt, I get the privilege of asking you our final question, but before I do, thank you very much for being on with us. This has been awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been
sorry
fun.
about all the tangents.
That's what I'm here for.
So, Matt, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Well done. You finished your race strong.
Nice.
that's
Love it. Do you have anything you'd like to plug? Any social media? Any shout outs you would like to give?
Just see y'all at Run Disney. If you want to follow me, I mean, I have a private Instagram account, but feel free to follow. It's Matt_tracks. And I love making friends, so don't be afraid to follow.
Awesome.
Yay.
Love it.
All right. We'll hope to share a pizza cone with you in a few days.
Yes, I'm excited.
All right. Well, I don't know how to end these things, so we will say goodbye, and I guess we will see you soon.
Awesome. Thanks,
Yes.
Matt.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.